Welcome back to another episode of TechBiz PC Flipping. This is episode, I want to say 8, something like that. Well, I'm about to sell the PC that I made last video, so let's go do that right now. This is your first PC?
Yeah, it's my first.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, this is the system. If you want to take a look, you can, but it's all there. 1650, R3-10100, cable extensions, all that.
Yeah.
Awesome, I'll just count that one.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
No worries, enjoy. Any issues, tell me. Woo! I made some monies on that. So I sold that one for $575, which gives me a profit of, drumroll please, $161.30. That is really quite good in my opinion. Now that brings the total money I've made on the series to $290.50. That is really spectacular if you do ask me. What's even better though is I'm actually going back to the same guy that I got the PC from last time, and I'm buying 3 more of the identical system for $20 less each. That's pretty good in my opinion. So let's go pick them up and see how they are. Alright, so we've got our systems here, and immediately you might be able to tell. Oh, it's just started to rain. You absolute...
That's a bro moment.
Back to what I was saying before, we've got our 2 systems and a third. Now these two seem to be identical at first look. I haven't seen in the software, but the CPU is the same, GPU is the same, I'm pretty sure. Then we've got a different one. Now the only difference with this one is the case, and quite frankly, I kind of prefer it. It's a little smaller. This one's pretty long in the front, whereas this one's quite short. They're pretty dusty as you can see, so I'm gonna give that a nice little, ooh, that's really bad. That is, ew. So yeah, I'm gonna give them a wipe down and maybe do some cleaning up.
One eternity later.
Now for our first PC of the 3, I'm going to keep it quite simple. We got an EVGA 1650 Super SC Ultra. Now this graphics card was my dream graphics card as a little kid. Well, not really, only like 3 years ago, back when I first got into PC building. And yeah, the guy sold it to me for 100 Australian dollars. The box is a little faded, but he still had the box, which was brilliant. And yeah, the 1650 Super is a great card for 1080p esports and maybe even some AAA titles. Now I'm going to upgrade the RAM to 16 gigs, but remember last time I bought RAM for $29 and I factored that cost into the last build completely, so I've got an extra 8 gig stick lying around, so I'll just add that in for free because I've already paid for it and factored it into the last episode. Next for CPU cooler, I picked up this CPU cooler off AliExpress for a total of $9.06 Australian. Now, that's really quite interesting because that's about $6 US, and you're getting an RGB CPU cooler tower cooler. Now yes, it is a 92mm cooler, but it does the job and it's actually not that bad and looks quite nice. The only problem with that cooler was the fan, this one. It's RGB. All the time. So what I ended up doing was buying a Thermalright TLP9WS 92mm fan off Amazon for $12.29. That brings the total of the CPU cooler and the fan to a total of $21.35 for a pretty nice looking CPU cooler. And then in addition to that, I used my usual Formula Mod cables that I got for $22.30, as well as a $22.40 key for CD key offer Windows 10. That brings the total cost of the build to $386.05. Australian dollars, remember that. That, in my opinion, is a really, really nice build for the price. So let's benchmark it in some games and see how it runs. In Fortnite at 1080p performance settings with everything set to low, you can see that we're averaging 174 FPS with a respectable 91 FPS as our 1% low. Given that Fortnite's a really stuttery game, this is a really good result, and the i3-10100 and 1650 Super in this build are really quite good. What's also quite nice is our CPU and GPU are both at around 53 degrees, depending on what they're doing at the time. I'm quite impressed by the AliExpress cooler. It only cost me $10 and another $10 for the fan, so $20, and you have a nice RGB CPU cooler. Let's try out Rainbow Six Siege. Alright, now in Siege, running at 1080p with everything set to low, you can see we're averaging around 230 FPS, which is a really brilliant result. Now, I don't have headphones on, so I don't really know what to do that much. So I'm just gonna stand here and be the bait for my team. I can't see anything. Actually, I might just Alright, I got killed by my teammate. Yeah, but Siege runs at 230 FPS, really good result. In Warzone at 1080p with FSR 3 enabled, we were averaging around 90 FPS, which is really quite good considering this is quite a demanding title and the 1650 Super was released a little while ago. It's definitely enough to be competitive, and you could definitely lower the settings more down to low and very low settings. Not a bad experience, and it beats the 60-ish FPS on the Xbox One S. So I just took some photos of the PC and I think it really looks quite spectacular. Here are the photos right now. Now I'm going to list this on Marketplace for $750, and that would leave us with a theoretical profit of around $350. That would be very nice. If I can't sell it at that, I'll drop it to around 700, then 650, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. But I'm going to leave it at 750 for quite a while because I think that the pictures really bring the build together and it looks really aesthetic and nice. That's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to like, subscribe, all the normal things. It really helps out my channel. I've enjoyed making this series and yeah, I'm making some money on it finally. If you did enjoy this video even the slightest bit, make sure you subscribe for the next episode. That'll be coming out soon once I solve this PC. But as always, I'm TechBiz and I'm out.